If you're in marketing, you know this feeling all too well. You've got a fantastic idea for a campaign and you need it live, like yesterday. But that road from idea to actually getting it out the door, it's usually long and it's full of twists and turns. Well, today, we're going to dig into a totally new approach that promises to flip that script, letting you create marketing assets at the speed you actually think.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's the silent scream of every single marketer who's stuck in yet another status update meeting when they should be launching campaigns, looking at data, and learning. It's that feeling of being completely bogged down by process when all you want to do is get stuff done.
You know, the traditional way of doing things is a total marathon. We're talking 6, maybe 8 weeks to get a simple idea turned into a live asset. But what if you could just skip all that? What if you could turn that whole marathon into a 100-meter dash and just get what you need without the endless waiting?
Okay, let's talk about the money. A single email campaign from an agency can easily set you back $12,000. That's a massive roadblock if you want to test things, experiment, or just be agile. So what if it didn't cost a small fortune for every little thing you wanted to try?
Because, let's be honest, the old agency model was built for a different world. It was designed for process, not for speed. What we're diving into today isn't just a slightly better version of that. No, it's a complete, fundamental rethink of how we get from A to B. All right, so to really get the new way, we have to spend a minute on the old one. The traditional agency model, it's a creature of a different era. It's all built around these layers and layers of communication and approvals, which, they're thorough, but they are completely out of sync with how fast modern marketing has to move.
So you've got these two worlds. On one side, there's the agency model we all know. It's like this slow and steady tortoise. It's structured, sure, but man, is it slow. On the other side, you've got this new on-demand model emerging, and it's a rocket ship. It's all about speed and putting you, the marketer, back in the driver's seat. The difference between them is, well, it's huge.
Okay, so let's put some real numbers to this, because this is where it gets crazy. Just look at the difference here. A single email through an agency, we're talking thousands of dollars and up to 2 months of your life. The new model? Unlimited assets generated in seconds. This isn't just a little bit better. It's a whole different ballgame. Just let that number sink in for a second. $12,000. That's a pretty typical starting price for one professionally made email campaign from a traditional agency. For one email.
And it's not just about the cash, it's the time. 8 weeks from when you say go to when it actually launches. In today's market, an entire trend can be born, go viral, and die in that amount of time. The opportunity you lose waiting is just immense.
So, why on earth does it take so long? Well, it's this monster called the process bottleneck. It all kicks off with briefs and job tickets. Then you've got the internal reviews, then the client reviews, then round after round of feedback and tiny little changes. Every single one of those steps adds days, sometimes even weeks to the clock.
So if we all agree the old model is broken, what's the fix? Well, the solution we're looking at isn't just another content tool or a slightly faster agency. It's being framed as a whole new category of thing, a tactical engine.
Okay, so what in the world is a tactical engine? Basically, it's an AI-powered system that's built to generate production-ready marketing assets. We're talking emails, banner ads, you name it, and it does it instantly. The secret sauce is that it works within all your existing brand rules, your approved messaging, and all your compliance guardrails.
And this is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. Remember that 8-week timeline we just talked about? This new model takes that timeline and crushes it, down to about 8 seconds. From a fleeting idea to a fully formed on-brand asset that's ready to launch, the scale of that change is just wow.
Now, I know this might sound like some kind of black magic, but the process is actually surprisingly simple. The whole point is to put the marketer back in control, to get rid of all the middlemen and waiting games of the old system. Let's walk through how it works.
The entire thing really just boils down to 4 simple steps. First, you program the system. You load it up with your brand voice, your approved claims, your templates. Second, you just choose what you need, an email, a banner ad, maybe a few variations for an A/B test. Third, you hit generate and boom, it's there. And fourth, you launch it. It's a cycle that lets you test and learn and win so much faster.
The tech is cool, for sure, but the real win here isn't just about the features. It's about what those features unlock for you. Insane speed, basically infinite volume, and total control. You see, agencies charge you for their time. A platform like this, it gives you all that volume for a fixed cost, giving you the speed and the control to jump on opportunities the second they pop up.
And that's why this quote just hits so hard. We are not talking about making the old way 10% faster. This is a massive category shift. It's moving marketing execution from being this slow, outsourced service to an instant in-house power tool.
So, you might be asking, who is this actually for? Well, it's for the teams in the trenches, the in-house marketing teams that need to be nimble. It's for growth marketers who live and die by how fast they can test. Brand teams, lifecycle teams who need to talk to their audience all the time. And yeah, it's for any lean team that is just sick and tired of the agency waiting game.
When you boil it all down, it's about tackling the 3 big headaches every marketing leader deals with. First, time. You never ever have enough of it. Second, cost. Your budget is always a finite resource. And third, scale. That constant pressure to do more with less. A tactical engine is designed to attack all 3 of those constraints head on.
Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. Whenever you start talking about AI and putting your company's data into a system, some really important questions come up. Things like security, privacy, and compliance. They're totally non-negotiable, especially for bigger businesses. So let's talk about the foundation of trust.
Look, any platform playing in this space has to be built on these pillars of trust. We're talking about the absolute essentials, like having SOC 2 compliance, sticking to HIPAA standards if you're in that world, encrypting all your data and giving you, the user, full control. These aren't nice-to-haves, they are the absolute price of entry.
And this right here is probably the most critical point of all. It's a clear, simple promise. Your confidential company data, your messaging, your secret sauce, is not being used to train some general AI model without you saying it's okay. Your data stays your data, full stop.
Which really brings us back to the big question. When you look at the demands for speed, for agility, for scale in the world we live in today, you have to ask yourself, is the traditional agency model, with its weeks-long timelines and massive costs, really built for the modern marketer? Or is it time for a new engine? Something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.